Good morning students, welcome to my class. As we have started in social science, the third part, social and political life. In that, we have started chapter 1, understanding diversity. In that chapter, we have to study about the diversity. Diversity means the difference. So, as we can see our fingers, there are 5 fingers, but not all are not the same as we can see surroundings, that there are so many materials and objects, but all the objects are different. Same as we can see in our family, the family members have different types of choices. Suppose some wants to see the watch the TV, some wants to play, some wants to eat, and there are several types of things they want or they need. So there are difference in the family also. As we can see in the classroom also, there are so many students. Suppose we have 45 students in the class 6, then the all students have a different types of size. They have height, in the difference in the height, in the weight, and same as in the arrangement of the classmate is like little difference. So same as in the India, we can see that there are so many differences, so many diversity is there in the India country. So first we'll see that in the India country, we consider that India is like in the classroom. There are so many people, they have a different diversity, they have different languages, different religions is there, and the different background is there where they are living. So like this, we can consider that the diversity is present in all over the India. So first we'll understand the diversity in India. What are the main facts that become a diversity? First thing is that there is religion, second is language, and third one is the geographical condition. So there are many religions in the India. That's why there is one big diversity in the India. But one unique is that the people lives together in the India. Second thing we'll see that geographical diversity. What is the geographical diversity? So first we'll understand that the India has an area 32,87,263 square kilometers. This is the area of the India. India is the 7th greatest country. The India has bright desert, evergreen forest, snowy Himalayas, and fertile plains. So these many things are present in our India country. So while you can see around you that the different types of geographical condition is present. Suppose in the Bihar you can see that it's a plain line, it is a fertile line. Same as if you will travel up to 300 kilometers far away from the Bihar, in Jharkhand you will see that there are so many mountains are there, it's no plain line is there. So this type of diversity is present in our India country. Same as the other thing, some places the full of forest is there, evergreen forest is there, and some places, suppose the North India, you can see that Himalaya always covered with the snow. So and other in the West India you can see there is a desert. So like this, in the different parts of India, the different types of geographical condition is there. So one thing we have to know that Himalaya range is the highest mountain range of the world. So Himalaya range is the highest mountain range in the world. Same as in India, Mansinram and Meghalaya is the place where the heavy rain is getting annually. Annually means the every year in the rainy season, the highest rain is occurred in the same Mansinram and Meghalaya. Same as in the west, in the desert, there is desert, and in the desert there is a very few rainfall is there. That's why the increasing of Thar desert is nowadays so much, day by day is increasing the area. Same as the Sundarban Delta. Sundarban Delta is the one of the delta where, that is a mangrove biggest forest in the world. So what is delta? Delta you have to understand. Suppose you take one river that is just connected in the sea, and in the sea, in the mouth of sea, you can see the triangle shape is being made due to the whatever garbage and stone sand is coming towards coming with the water and that gathered in the mouth of the sea. So that makes the triangle shape, and that is called the delta. And Sundarban is the one of the delta where the forest is very in the large area, that is in the world level. So next we will see that due to the geographical condition we can get the different types of fruits and food and many spices in the different from the different places. Suppose apple and cherries we are getting from the Jammu and Kashmir, and all the Indian people are lovers of the spices, and that spices we are getting from the Kerala. Same as the wheat. The wheat is maximum production we are getting from the Punjab, because Punjab is the good climate for the wheat production. So the different parts are have a different types of climate. That's why we are getting the different types of spices, fruits, and sweets. So next we will discuss about the cultural diversity. In cultural diversity, we will talk about the food habits, specific dressing style, variety of faith, festival, and performing arts. So food habits, first we will see the food habit is according to the climate. In the different places, different types of climate is there. That's why the raw materials we are getting the differently. Because in southern area there are so many types of different raw materials there. Because the climate is little hot. That's why the southern people used to eat the idli, dosa, medu vada, and sambar, like this foods they have habit to eat. But in the North India you will come, then you will find out that the roti, sabji, chapatis, and dal, cereals, like this people are habited to eat. These types of food are called their staple food. That is their staple food. So next we will see about the specific dressing style. Specific dressing style means the specific people used to wear the clothes. The India is one of the country where you can see that different types of clothes they are wearing. Because some places you can see that the people are very habited to wear the dhoti and kurta. In some places you will find out the like a Punjab, you can see that ladies are used to wear the salwar, kurta, like this people are habited to wear. In some other places you can find out that in the southern India you can find that maximum people are just habited to wear the lungi and shirt, like this people are habited. So this is also according to the climate, because climate is as situated in there same as the people are habited to wear the clothes. Same next we'll see the variety of faith. Variety of faiths are dependent on the religious. There are so many types of religions here the people are believe, that are Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, Sikhs, Christianity, Jewish, Islam, and so many religions are there according to the states. And people are just believe on that religious, and they are celebrating the festivals according to their religious. And all the suppose we can understand and we can see that in India every day is like a festival. People celebrate every day like a festival, because if in any festival there is no any festival, then other religions maybe they can celebrate the festival. So every day is like a festival in India. Next we will see the festival and the performing arts. So in India there are so many festivals are celebrating, because the different religions have a different types of festival in all over the India. So first we will talk about some festivals are there which are celebrating commonly. That is Baisakhi, Lohri, Onam, Bihu, Pongal, Makar Sankranti. These many festivals are common because these all festivals are celebrated after the harvesting the crops. So I think all the festivals are common, but they are celebrating in the different states differently by the name of different festival. But some festivals are there which are celebrated commonly in all over the India, like Holi, Diwali, Dasara, Eid. These many festivals are celebrating in the all over the India. Then India has very old tradition, like dancing, singing. These many things are very old tradition, and one of the dances there that is called Bharatanatyam. That is a very old traditional dance, and you can see in this dance that different types of saris wearing and different types of dance step. That is a classical dance, you can say, and this dance is very famous in all over India, and many of the people are just getting award for the classical dance that is called Bharatanatyam. Next we will see the diversity of language. Diversity of language is very important in the India because there are so many languages in India, about 200, maybe up to the 200 languages are in India, because every 10 kilometers if you cross there are changes of the languages you will get, because the 8th schedule of the Constitution of India contains the official list of the Indian languages. Some languages is very important according to the official that they have get the chances to be like a state languages, and but according to the Indian authority that two languages are official language. First is Hindi, second is English. But some languages are by the state wise. That languages are Assamese, Bengali, Bodo, Dogri, Gujarati, Hindi, Kannada, Kashmiri, Konkani, Maithili, Malayalam, Manipuri, Marathi, Nepali, Odia, Punjabi, Sanskrit, Santali, Sindhi, Tamil, Telugu and Urdu. These many languages are spoken in all over the India. Some other languages is there which is not mentioned in the book, but we can consider that above to 200 languages are present in the India that are spoken by the Indian people. Then another point is there is written that is unity in diversity. Unity in diversity means Anekta mein ekta we can say in Hindi, and this sentence said by the Mr. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was the first Prime Minister of the India. It means what? That in India, while we are very in diversity, but we are one united country's people, because when the foreign people like a British colonial, they have ruled over the India, but all the people become together and they fight against the British rule and they made the India free from the British rule. So we can consider that there are many examples that prove that there is unity in diversity. I hope you have understood this chapter, and if there is any doubt, please ask in my comment box, then I will give you answer. Thank you, take care, bye bye.